Okay, let's have some fun. Welcome to Button Down Banjo. These are the episodes that are all about the banjo, all about the plectrum banjo and the jazz banjo. We're just going to get started with the song. Beside the bay, I left my love in Avalon and sailed away. I dream of her and Avalon from dusk till dawn, and so I think I'll travel on to and so I think I'll travel on to Hi, and welcome to Button Down Banjo, the all about the banjo edition, about the Plectrum Banjo. So we did we'll be doing some more classic jazz banjo numbers and throwing in a few extra things that are a little bit different. But I just wanted to raise the profile of the 4-string Plectrum Banjo. It's a little bit different from what most people think of the banjo. When they think of banjo, they think of Deliverance, a theme from Deliverance, dueling banjos, and Earl Scruggs, and the Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Nothing wrong with that stuff. I love that. In fact, there's some really amazing 5-string players out there. I love listening to them. They do more than just bluegrass. There's a few fellows that do more classical stuff on the 5-string, some jazz fusion stuff with Bela Fleck. But the Plectrum Banjo, it's just a little bit different. It's a jazz style. It isn't your Deliverance, hoedown, backwood style. It has more in common with a button-down shirt, and that's why I'm calling it button-down banjo. More in common with that than a pair of overalls. Not that there's anything wrong with overalls, right? The 4-string banjo, it comes in 2 different configurations. The plectrum, which is what I play, which is the longer neck. It has a neck in common in length with the 5-string. And then there's a shorter one called the tenor banjo. It's tuned differently, but they were both kind of born out of the jazz age. In the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, they were the fixtures in the jazz orchestras. I learned to play in the 1960s when banjo bands were playing. They're still playing, but banjo bands were strong, and banjos teamed up with a piano player in pizza parlor at pizza parlors. At 17 years old, I was playing in pizza parlors with a piano player. That was one of my first jobs. I guess my main motivation is for these videos is that wanting to bring you something a little different. Kind of widen the scope of what the banjo is all about, so you don't think it's just all about the bluegrass. This next song is a prime example of jazz age music by Duke Ellington. I really enjoy playing it, especially because it fits what's going around like now, because I'm not getting around much, don't get around much anymore. And just a little surprise as well in there, all right? Don't get around much anymore. Missed the Saturday dance, heard they crowded the floor, couldn't bear it without you, don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club, the door, they'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's been at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up memories? Been invited on dates, might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Quarantining with food, cheesecake so sublime, eating everything I see. I'm getting around her all the time. I can't get to the gym, my best friend's Frito-Lay. I have no self-control now, I'm getting around her by the day. Can't fit in my pants, the front door's become a squeeze, but I'll take the chance on pizza with extra cheese, barbecue sloppy joes, pork ribs sweet and sour. I got a tan from the fridge line, I'm getting around her by the hour. Got a tan from the fridge line, I'm getting around her by the hour. With extra cheese. Okay, that one's from the late jazz age. This next one is a little bit earlier in the age of jazz in Dixieland. It's one of the things I like to do is also pair some of the classic banjo, 4-string banjo tunes with something a little bit more current. A wonderful music group called Postmodern Jukebox did this modern pop song in a Dixieland style, and so I'm pairing it with another one with Just Because. So we're doing Just Because and kind of a song by a fellow by the name of Bieber. And so here we go with that little mashup, and a little tip of the hat to Sarah Niemitz for this version. A little bit of Just Because and Justin Bieber, both of them start with JP. All right.